This is the summary for lesson 6. And in this summary, there is Jada and Lynn, and each of them are saving money. Each of them has started with a certain amount of money. So Jada has started by putting $20 into a jar. And so she has a head start of $20. Lynn has a head start of $10. So here's just a rough draft of visually what their savings looks like over time. So Jada starts out with more money, so she starts out right here. You don't have to put any numbers here, it just has to be more money. And Lynn starts out with less money, so her starting point is right here. But Jada saves $10 a week. Lynn saves twice that much, so she saves $20 a week. So Lynn is going to save $20 a week, so it's increasing faster than what Jada is increasing. So Jada is increasing at a slower rate than what Lynn's amount, because Jada is saving less money per week. Lynn is saving more money per week. And at one point, they save the same amount. So let's see what that looks like as we go through this. So if we add a little bit more detail to it, the vertical intercept is identified as the point at which they start. So it's the beginning amount. So for Lynn, it's $10. For Jada, it's $20. So it's like the head start. And so you have to subtract that to figure out what the slope is. So you have to subtract that beginning amount. So we're going to call that beginning amount B. So the Y value, subtract the B, and you have to divide that by X. So if I take this Y value right here, and if I subtract this beginning amount B, that's going to tell me how many units are in the vertical direction. And remember, you compare that to the number of units in the horizontal direction. Oftentimes that's 1 day, 1 week, 1 period of time, 1 unit to get the unit rate. So that Y minus B, subtract the beginning amount over X, that's going to equal the slope. And the slope is represented with this K. So then you figure out the numbers. So what is this number of units in the vertical direction compared to the number of units in the horizontal direction? So you get the numbers there, and that will tell you the slope. So let's take a look at what that is on the graph. So for Jada, it's Y minus 20. So Jada starts at $20. So you have to subtract that 20. So that's the B, the beginning amount. And that's compared to 1 week. So in 1 week, you start at 20 in 1 week. How much does she save each week? She saves $10 each week. So another week, $10 more. Another week, $10 more. Another week, $10 more. So Jada is Y minus 20. Take away your beginning amount. Compare it to 1 week. That is $10 each week. So what does that mean? It means that the amount of money that she has in the vertical direction, you have to subtract the 20. That is going to be 10 times the number of weeks because she saves $10 each week. So the amount of money, the total amount of money she has, is going to subtract the beginning $20, and that's going to be 10 times the amount, the number of weeks, again, because she saves $10 per week. So in order to find where she is on this graph for the Y value, you have to add back that $20 that you subtracted. So you add that back, and then add that to the amount of money total amount of money she saved over the number of weeks. That's 10 times X, and that gives you what the Y value is. For Lynn, you have to subtract $10. So she starts at $10, so that's the beginning amount. So Y minus 10. So you have to subtract that $10 to figure out what this amount is in the vertical direction. What amount of money does she save in 1 week? Well, she saves $20 in a week. So Y minus 10 is equal to that 20, and X is equal to the 1. So X is this 1 right here. So that ratio, Y minus 10 So subtract the $10 to X is 20 to 1 because she saves $20 each week. So what that says is that Y minus 10 is 20 times the number of weeks. So you subtract $10, what you're left with is going to be 20 times the number of weeks that you've saved. So she saves $20 each week. So you multiply that 20 by the number of weeks. So $20 times the number of weeks, but then to get the total amount of money, you have to add that $10 back. So this is Y equals 20X plus that $10 that you have to add back. So notice that, let's go here. Notice that Lynn starts out with less money, but she saves more money each week. So her graph is rising faster. She's saving $20 each week. So once they have the same amount of money, which is after 1 week, by the way, so Lynn is going to save much more each week. So her graph is going to go up faster. It's going to go up. It's going to be more steep. Whereas Jada saves less amount each week, so she's going to increase at a slower rate than Lynn. There is 1 point, after the first week, they have saved the same amount of money because it's $10 plus $20 each week for Lynn, and it's $20 for Jada plus $10 each week. So both of these add to $30 after 1 week, and thereafter, Lynn is going to outpace, her savings is going to outpace Jada's savings. So the vertical intercept right here, and it's also called the y-intercept, that's the head start, that's the beginning amount. So we're going to use B pretty soon for that number. And Jada's vertical intercept, she starts at $20. Lynn starts at $10. After 1 week, they have the same amount. But then after that, Lynn is saving more money per week, so she has a larger rate of change. Her rate of change is $20 per week compared to compared to Jada's rate of change, which is $10 per week. Jada's $10 per week, so Jada's right here, $10, $10, $10, $10, and Lynn is $20 per week. It's the red right here. So hers is rising faster than Jada.